Many-colored bus tickets, orange, blue, pink and green, that bestrewed the pavement where the trams and buses stopped of rubicund flower girls at the corner of Westminster Bridge, making gay boutonnieres, their adroit fingers manipulating tinsel and quivering fern of the humid odor of freshly watered roses that affected me with a vague sadness of melancholy Sundays and pale-faced parents and their children escorting toy windmills and colored balloons over Westminster Bridge, and the maternal penny steamers that softly lowered their funnels as they glided under it. From such trivia I believe my soul was born. Then objects in our sitting room that affected my senses. Mother's life-size painting of Nell Gwyn, which I disliked, the long-necked decanters on our sideboard, which depressed me, and the small round music box with its enameled surface depicting angels on clouds, which both pleased and baffled me. But my sixpenny toy chair bought from the gypsies I loved because it gave me an inordinate sense of possession. Then something happened. It could have been a month or a few days later, a sudden realization that all was not well with Mother in the outside world. She had been away all the morning with a lady friend and had returned home in a state of excitement. I was playing on the floor and became conscious of intense agitation going on above me, as though I were listening from the bottom of a well. There were passionate exclamations and tears from Mother, who kept mentioning the name Armstrong. Armstrong said this, Armstrong said that, Armstrong was a brute. Her excitement was strange and intense so that I began to cry, so much so that Mother was obliged to pick me up and console me. A few years later I learned the significance of that afternoon. Mother had returned from the law courts where she had been suing my father for non-support of her children, and the case had not gone too well for her. Armstrong was my father's lawyer. I was hardly aware of a father, and do not remember him having lived with us. He too was a vaudevillian, a quiet, brooding man with dark eyes. Mother said he looked like Napoleon. He had a light baritone voice and was considered a very fine artist. Even in those days he earned the considerable sum of £40 a week. The trouble was that he drank too much, which Mother said was the cause of their separation.